Hello, I'm Rosstafa. This is Guild Wars 2. MMO just came out. Well, it came out today officially, but it was available for pre-orders. For those who pre-ordered it on the 25th, it's been hyped up a lot, especially with WoW, who are just about to release a new expansion. A lot of comparisons have been drawn to it, and I was excited to see how it stacked up against that, because though I've not been an MMO player for long, I am a big fan of WoW, and in the short time that I've just been playing it, I've wasted a lot of time on it. And so I was interested to see how this stacked up against the only other big MMO that I'm familiar with. As I said, it's been out for a couple of days already. I had a bit of a play as a Northern Ranger, so I thought for this playthrough I'm going to play Charr Engineer, just to give you an idea of how the game plays with different classes and the general gist of it. You can see the other races here. You've only got 5 compared to other games like WoW, where you've got a few more, but no big deal. These races are pretty cool. You got Charr, kind of cat demon people. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to play them? They're awesome. Humans. I mean, I'm a human. Why would I want to play one in a video game? Northern, basically, people, but they're giants and they've got cool tattoos, so they're pretty awesome. These are the Asura, which are the really technologically advanced race of this universe. Kind of like the gnomes and the goblins are to WoW. These guys are probably more advanced than that. They're verging on sci-fi territory with the amount of technology they have, like floating stations and shit. And then you got the Silvari, which are leafy emo bastards. But we're interested in Charr, so let's play them. And I'm a guy, so makes sense. So that's pretty cool. And these are the classes you've got. Elementalist, which does what it says in the tin. They use the elementals. Warrior, straight up, swords and shit. Guardian, a little bit more of a defensive warrior sort of class. I suppose kind of like a paladin. Engineer is what I'll be playing today. Guns, turrets and all that sort of thing. Ranger, again basically a hunter. They use bows, mostly long range weaponry and pets, though you can most classes have a long range and a melee capability, so just because you're playing a ranger doesn't mean that you can't use a greatsword to murder people if you want to. It's good that this game gives you a bit more choice. Obviously you're a little bit more confined as to what you can use, like a ranger can't use guns, which is, you know, kind of sad because I like guns, but they can still use bows and short bows. Necromancer, which these guys create cool little demons that follow you around, help you and shit. You use like the dark arts. Thief, I suppose like assassins and stuff. They use shadows to get close to their enemies, and yeah, it's kind of cool. And Mesmer. These apparently this was the class most people didn't get. They're kind of like illusionists, I suppose. Fooling people with magic and stuff. I've not played one of these, so I can't tell you too much about it. But we're going to play an engineer, so there we go. Customization in this is really good. You've got so much you can do with it. Change your height to varying degrees, not much, because Charr are pretty big as it is. So I'm going to make mine a really tall fat bastard, just because why not? No, you can talk light. And then you can choose all different kinds of colours. I'm going to try not to spend too long on this because I will end up spending hours. I'm one of those people that like has to get everything right. So got a choice of all the different sort of styles you can get, colours and stuff. Really getting a big cat sort of vibe from these guys, even though they've got demon parts and shit. Let's just go with that. Head. Alright, so you got hair options here. Just go with that. Why not? Faces. Oh, he's got a gammy eye. Oh, that's pretty. A bit more of a see-through fellow. It's like a bulldog sort of face. Let's go with that one, why not? And then you got horns and shit. Go those. You've got like a whole lot of shit you can do with eyes. Eye colour and just ridiculous amounts. And then face and shit. Like again, this is like just so much that I wouldn't want to spend too much time on it. Give some big old horns, because why not? And this is cool. You can actually, oh shit, those goggles are really messed up on him. Not even covering his eyes. Oh well. Instead of having like well, you get pre-done armor, and if you like the color of it, then that's cool. If you don't, then there may be some alternate reskins of it, but most of the time you're stuck with what you get, and it's a case of people seeking out certain armors for transmog. With this, you can actually change the colour of any of your armour at any time. Even after this, like you've got the initial sort of colour changing. Not brilliant sort of, oh shit, range, but you know, it's alright. Can't complain, I suppose. I'm just going to be really boring and go for all brown, browny black. Maybe give him some range down there. Ah, fuck it. Come board. That'll do. You choose like this is where it comes like into making your own character a bit more individual. You can choose different sort of items that you're familiar with, or bits to your backstory and stuff, and it all kind of adds up into making what your overall story is going to be, and abilities that your character will have, which is kind of cool. Universal multi-tool pack, it's got a wrench, it's got a spade, it's got a lateral displacer, whatever the fuck that is. Eagle eye goggles. They look kind of weird on that, so I'm not going to go for them. Double clicking the wire on the new explosive will change your gear shaft in your favourite target. Let's you know, seen on these we've seen. I kind of like how that looks. That is probably more important, but I'm going to go for that. I don't see a cat demon being that charming, but a bit of dignity. This just sort of like you can get certain options when you're talking to people in game, and this changes what sort of options you can get. Kind of like Mass Effect with the Renegade Paragon system. I'm proud to be a Blood Range soldier, actually, soldier, English soldier. Yeah. Jump straight into battle. Cunning. Well, I suppose that makes sense being an engineer. War machines and whatnot. Lots to do that. Die for my warband, especially blah blah blah, my sparring partner. Maverick. Uriel. Oh, so each one of them represents a different class, I suppose. Go for Uriel. Why not? I don't know who any of these people are. They tell me the soldier that sighted me is a loyal soldier. Oh, so he didn't even know his father, my character. Okay. To find out who my daddy is. Loyal soldier, sorcerer's shaman, honorless gladiator. I'm gonna go for a loyal soldier. It's not such a pessimistic start. And yeah, so there's my name, and here we go.
I am a Charr. In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon of all. I respect no authority but the clenched fist of my legion. With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods. We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet, if we waver, it could slip through our claws. Victory, at any cost. The Iron Legion's war cry can be heard in the churning of gears and the roaring of siege engines. I serve the Iron Legion. I build the future. I forge the weapons of Charr supremacy. I've earned the respect of my comrades and forged alliances I can call on in times of need. My Legion values innovative solutions, efficient execution. Like our steel, we do not bend. Centuries ago, humans stole Ascalon from the Iron Legion. They have paid for that crime in blood, but the usurpers fight us even in death. Today, the combined armies of the Black Citadel will assault the ghosts that plague Iron Legion territory. I've been assigned to reinforce the bulwark. Let the Ash Legion strike from the shadows. Let the Blood Legion die on the field. I am part of the machine. This is my story.
So there you go. That gives you an idea of what sort of story you're going to have for your character. Obviously it will change depending on the options you choose at the beginning. But yeah, here we are. So you'll spawn into the world, and it's basically you get your main story quest up here, and so see on my map that's where it is, so that's where I've got to go.
Over here, soldier. I've got new orders for you.
Just in time, soldier. The ghost army have been bashing that gate for weeks. If only broke through, blah blah blah. Fight away to the front. Okay, let's go. You may notice a few cuts here and there. That's mostly because this is my first video. I'm making sure all of my volume issues are okay. It's very much working it out as it goes, sort of thing. One cool thing is that they give you attacks one by one, instead of giving you all at once to figure out. It gives you a nice ease into different attacks that your character has available to you. And you see, I'm unlocking them as I go along as I use my other attacks. They're not level dependent.